All right. Hello, Free Harbor, and welcome to Wolverine football. It is your Wolverines. Pretty good turnout. It is Veterans Day. We have the Wolverine parents that like to hang out down on the track. Those over there. A good amount in the stands. So a lot of support for the Wolverines. The Wolverines, Kalama won the toss. Wolverines will receive. They elected. Kalama deferred. Wolverines will be going from our right to our left. That is Wiley McCutcheon back there to return. Looks like we do have Pierce Klein back. He's over one glove. Wait, does he have? He has one glove. He lost the other glove in Coopville. It's a squib kick that McCutcheon takes at about the 5. He's out to 25, to the 27. They're going to mark him down at the 27-yard line. So pretty decent return. Just got tripped up where I have a feeling we're going to be panning to our left on a big return by Wiley McCutcheon. Wolverines will start first and 10 at their own 27-yard line. I believe they will put it out there as Wolverine cheerleaders down there. It is Veterans Day, so thank you to everybody who served. Wolverines are starting out in the I formation. Pierce Klein at tight end, McCutcheon under center, I believe. Klein in motion. Give is to Chris Gustafson, stopped in the backfield. He falls forward for no gain on the play. But going all the way through there was number 66, Dylan Jones. Maybe looks like they will mark no gain, no loss on the play. Gustafson's a big dude. He's going to fall forward for you. 2nd and 10 Wolverines. There's Gustafson again. Nope, that is that? Can't tell. Yes, Pierce Klein is out there. Could not tell who that was. 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 9 from the 28. 1:12 to go with the first round maybe it's considered the second round of the state playoffs. Wolverines a 12 seed against a 5 seed Kalama. We are in Kalama. Kind of hoping the weather. There's Chris Gustafson with the pitch. He gets out to the 30. They're going to give him out to the 31. Going to bring up 4th and 6 yards to go. Wolverines will probably punt. I'm not sure. We do have Victor Velasquez back. Looks like he will be doing the punting for the Wolverines. Wolverines struggled in the punting department 2 weeks ago when we were in Coupeville. There's a punt off the side of his foot, heading for the cheerleaders. They head out of bounds. And come on, Mom. What kind of arm do you have, Mom? What kind of arm do you have, Mom?
Don't mess it up.
Stacy Rude with the bomb. All right, ball goes out at the 45-yard line. So Kalama will start in Wolverine territory. 1st and 10 at their own 45. Kalama held on there on the Wolverines' first possession. Half of the Kalama has spring football spring soccer. There's the first carry, cuts across the middle. Chris Gustafson trying to drag him down, hangs on for dear life, but he gets dragged another 5 yards. A big carry there by Ethan Brightbill, I believe. We're going to give him 15 on the carry. Another first down for, I keep wanting to say Coupeville, but it's Kalama. No score, 9:55 to go in the first quarter. It is a give right up the middle, but the Wolverines do a good job of sniffing that one out. Maybe a yard loss. That was the stop for the Wolverines. That was Jackson Martinez, I believe. Nice tackle right there in the backfield. Kalama won state championship most recently in 2021. A lot of these guys that are seniors were sophomores on that team. This is a senior-heavy team. They're a 5 seed. There's the first pass. Goes off of the receiver's hands. That will bring up 3rd and maybe 9, maybe 10. It's 3rd and 10 right now. Excuse me, 3rd and 9. I don't know if you can see the down markers over here. Wolverines trying to get off the field right here. I believe this will be 4-down territory for Kalama. Back to pass, and the pass is completed. He gets through. A shoulder thrown by the Wolverines, but not after a pickup of 17 yards and a Kalama first down. Ball is now down. Kind of hard to tell. Looks like it's just, let's see, it's going to be spotted at the 12 or 13 yard line. Looked like there was 34 that knocked him down with a good shoulder shiver. The ball is on the ground. Wolverines bury him in the backfield. That is, cannot tell who that was. That was Chris Gustafson. A 5-yard, 7-yard loss, it looks like they're marking right there. So brings up 2nd and 17. Clear passing down for Kalama. Spread the Wolverines out. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Fake handoff, as pass over the middle, taken down to the, they're going to give him about 12 on the pickup. The ball is down. Oh, they're going to give him 1st and goal. So it looks like it was about a 18-yard pickup. Kalama's driving the ball. They've had a couple of plays where the Wolverines did a good job. Ball goes off the hands of the receivers, but that one, Wolverines a tough time bringing. They have some big dudes on Kalama. Light rain starting to fall. Still trying to get their one receiver set. Ball is inside the 5, I believe, at the 3-yard line. Give is to their big punishing back. He's into the end zone for a touchdown. And their running back, 5'10", 200 pounds. Pretty compact, 200 pounds. I'm going to say he's probably in the 210 range. They're going to go for 2. Should have been a false start right there. 2 men in motion, pre-snap.
He's all relaxed. Zach is that.
Should have been a penalty for 2 men in motion. There should have been a penalty.
Yeah. He had too much time.
Pretty big miss there by the officials, but the ball goes out of bounds on the 2-point conversion attempt. Kalama is who. And they're playing the Wolverine fight song. All right, Wolverine Sports on Friday Harbor Tiny TVs presented by Brown's Home Center, the island's only full-service building supply center, InterIslandWater.com, MEM Enterprises, Star Excavation and Septic, Friday Harbor Dentistry, Friday Harbor Electric, Haley's Bar and Grill, Island Petroleum Services, King's Market and Deli, Farmers Insurance, and the Tam Cotton Agency, Mike Carlson Enterprises, American Legion, San Juan Surveying, and Blue Water Bar and Grill. And they made it so that we can make the trip down here. And John, and can you put this into purple and gold, please? I did not have a chance to put the link in. It shuts me down if I try to do that. So if you could post a link in purple and gold, that would be great. Wolverines have Klein, Gustafson, and deep is Wyland McCutcheon. Had a pretty good return on the last one. There he is, taking the ball at the 9-yard line across the 20, 25, 30 to the 35 to the 37-yard line. Pretty good return there by Wyland McCutcheon. I didn't want to talk about a big tackle, but that was a big return by McCutcheon. Took it from the 9 out to the 34-yard line. So about a 20-yard return, a 25-yard return. Wolverines will start 1st and 10.
That's what killing was for. What's my next step?
Wolverines in the I formation. Give is to Gustafson. He is taken down after maybe a yard gain. They may give him 2. And Chris Gustafson with the carry. I won't give their announcer too much trouble because before I knew who he was, that's who I called him on his first game. His parents are down there, hoping this is not his last game. Wolverines trail 6-0, 6:41 to go. Pass from McCutcheon out to the 50. We're not sure where they're going to mark him out. Can't tell who that was. Who was it? Was that Klein? Pierce?
I believe so.
I think that was Pierce Klein with the pickup, a big pickup. Klein went down with an injury in the first half against Coopville and comes back after some sort of shoulder injury for a nice, looks like about a 13-yard completion. Wolverines at the Kalama. Give is to, looked like his to number 20. Couldn't really tell who that was. No gain on the play. Rafael Sanabria with the carry. And the rain is starting to fall a little bit more. And for everybody that's watching, bookmark this channel because this is where the basketball games will be carried this winter. Get to as many as we can. Wolverines 2nd and 9. They'll give Santa Bria a yard pickup. Gustafson trapped in the backfield, pushes his way for about another yard, brings up 3rd and 9. Nice completion on the previous set of downs. As McCutcheon comes over for the play. Wolverines in the I formation. See what happens when he goes over to confirm what the play is. Gustafson in the backfield. Rafael Santa Bria. Pitch is to Gustafson. Good block out ahead of him, but he is taken out at across midfield. They're going to put him out at the 49-yard line. I think you'll disagree. I think that was probably down to the 48. But anyway, brings up 4th and 6 yards to go. And if you can see the free safety on the far left, that is a 6'4", 200-pound free safety. Gustafson, the ball carrier. He is taken down after a 2-yard pickup right up the middle. Wolverines will turn the ball over and downs 4:58 to go in the first quarter. Wolverines trail 6-0. Wolverine Sports on Friday Harper Tiny TV is presented by Brown's Home Center and MEM Enterprises. And lots of people woke up pretty early to make it down here. Second round of the state playoffs. And Wolverines do a great job in the backfield. Can't tell who that was breaking through. Is that Pierce?
I got it. He's got it. 70, whoever 70.
And that was Buck.
We don't know.
Solomon Buck is, yeah, that's a different number. But a big loss right there of 8 yards. Wait, let's see. Yeah, 8-yard loss brings up 2nd and 18. Solomon Buck coming on strong here at the end of his senior season. Had a big game against Coopville. Back to pass. Wolverines getting held. Wolverines don't turn around, but a nice break up there by number 32. That's the youngster. I believe that's who it was. Maybe it was Pierce Klein, but bracketed by the Klein brothers. Hey, Mom, which one was that? Channing. That was Channing. That was Channing with the pass breakup for the Wolverines. Brings up 3rd and 18. But if you can see it, the rusher was clearly being held. His shoulder pads were pushed around. But take the 3rd down and 18 yards to go. They have 17 on the scoreboard. But my math, well, we've learned to not trust that. And they're doing a audible right there at the line of scrimmage when they see the Wolverines were coming after him. But a clear passing down. And Wolverines in hot pursuit. Gustafson right there throws the ball out of bounds. So the Wolverines doing a great job right here. Bringing up 4th and 18. Wolverines on that Solomon Buck. We believe it's Solomon Buck that had that sack. An 8-yard loss. Put them behind the chains, and the Wolverines looking to force a punt on 2021 state champion, the Chinook of Kalama, or Kalama, whichever you want. And somebody could message Bobby at Haley's, let him know the game is on, that he can put it up on the big screen. It looks like they will go for it. And the ball is caught and it is a first down. That was not really a stick route, but a big completion right there to their 6'4", 200-pound receiver right there. Big catch radius. Wolverines looked like they were going to get off the field, but gambling right there on that play pays off for Kalama, falling away from where the ball was thrown. 3:45 to go in the first quarter. But that's that free safety that I was pointing out that is a pretty big dude. Wolverines on a stunt. Wolverines trying to forcing to throw the ball out of bounds again. We have, can't tell, 50 and 63. And that is Velasquez and Tristan Bremer. So a couple of juniors out there. And on that offensive line, they have a couple of guys that are in the 275 to almost 300-pound range. Wolverines getting through on stunts. Another pass and forcing a screen pass, drops the ball. They're going to rule it incomplete. A wet ball. Couldn't hang on. Could have gone for some big yards. Brings up 3rd and 10. That was not really a traditional screen where you'll see some linemen show up and they'll let the guys almost get to the quarterback, but dump the ball off to probably just a safety valve who had leaked. There was not really a defender around him. Brings up 3rd and 10 at the Wolverine 41-yard line. Sprint out to the left, a pass goes down. That's going to be picked off by the Wolverines. And refusing to go down, another just will not go down. Thrown down there. Can't tell who that pick was.
Don't move. Stay there.
Who picked that?
You were good luck. Don't move.
Trying to figure out who picked that off for the Wolverines, but it went over the head. We've seen a couple of throws get away from the quarterback. Wolverines take over almost where it was 3rd and 10. It's 1st and 10 for the Wolverines. It's ball, nose of the ball is on the 40-yard line. Great return there by, still trying to figure out who that was. Anybody know who? Ronnie. 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 Yeah. Ronnie Olmos. It's McCutcheon with a sprint out. Nice carry out to the 40. See where they mark him. They do mark him down at the 46-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. 2:55 to go in the first quarter. Wolverines trail 6-0. Trying to put together something after they got off the field on that one. That last drive by Kalama, they converted on 4th and 18. And then the Wolverines on 3rd and 10 come up with the pick. Wolverines in business now, 2nd and 4 at their own 46-yard line. Give us to Gustafson. Goes right at the middle. He gets the first down and more. He gets down to the 45-yard line. So a nice little 9-yard pickup right there on 2nd and 6. Wolverines starting to string together some positive plays right here. 2:22 to go in the first quarter. Hello to everybody watching all around Friday Harbor. The Wolverines are in action, trailing 6-0, 2:14 to go. But that was, this drive was set up by a Ronnie Olmos interception. The Wolverines 1st and 10 at the, I want to say Coho, but they're not the Coho. It's another salmon. There's another sprint out by McCutcheon. McCutcheon looking deep. Has a interception thrown. Oh my goodness. They dropped a clear interception. McCutcheon was motioning for him to come back, but we may have a penalty right here by the Chinook. Maybe roughing the passer. I believe an eligible man downfield. thought they were going to get a late hit, but they're going to call an eligible man downfield, or as they say down here in southwestern Washington, illegal man downfield. It's a 5-yard penalty, brings up 1st and 15. That's a better result than what could have been an interception. Wolverines are here because of a drive that they strung together late against Coopville, punching their ticket for a bye week, and now down here to face the 2021 state champion. Wolverines in the I formation, no motion by Klein. McCutcheon with the carry. He's out to the 50, down to the 45, to the 43-yard line. A nice 7-yard pickup right there, 8-yard pickup on first down is going to bring up 1st and 15. It's going to bring up 2nd and about 7 or 8 yards to go. We'll see what they say, 2nd and 7. Apart from that penalty, it's been a pretty clean game for both teams. No, not a lot of penalties. This is different level of officials here in the state playoffs. The give is to Gustafson, cuts it back. He's across the 40 down to the 39-yard line. That will bring up 3rd and about 4 yards to go. And it's fun to have officials that both of them agree on the spot of the ball. I think John Volk will get a chuckle out of that, because against Coopville, neither official, they were not on the same page 99% of the time. Klein in motion. Wolverines in the I formation. McCutcheon under center. Fakes the handoff. He is nearly taken down. He's brought down finally in the backfield for about a 8-yard loss. It's going to bring up 3rd, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. McCutcheon almost got away, but the second wave of defenders came up on him. It is 6-0, 4th and 12 for the Wolverines here going into the break. Wolverine Sports on Friday Harbor Tiny TVs, presented by Brown's Home Center, the island's only full-service building supply center, InterislandWater.com, MEM Enterprises, Star Excavation and Septic, Friday Harbor Dentistry, Friday Harbor Electric, Haley's Bar and Grill, Island Petroleum Services, King's Market and Deli, Farmers Insurance, and the Tammy Cotton Agency, Mike Carlson Enterprises, American Legion, San Juan Surveying, Blue Water Bar and Grill. And the Wolverines, one of the keys to a big game like this is to not turn the ball over and steal a possession. The Wolverines have been able to steal a possession right here on that almost interception that he returned about to where the ball is right now. Oh, wait. He returned it to about right where the ball is now, but we've flipped sides of the field. But anyway, brings up 4th and about, I'm going to say 13. They have 12 on the board. Maybe it is 4th and 12. Either way, Wolverines in Chinook territory. I keep visualizing a fish, but anyway, it is the Wolverines' ball, 4th. Don't know if they will punt. Had a bit of a shank punt on the last one. Wolverines in the I formation. Fake pitch and a pass downfield, wide open. If they could catch it, it's a touchdown. Oh my goodness! And the ball is dropped into the end zone. Oh, the Wolverines, did they recover it in the end zone? It is a touchdown! Wolverines, the most improbable touchdown you will ever see. My goodness, the Wolverines had a wide open, threw the ball downfield. Looked like the Wolverines are going to try to go for it, just move the ball a little bit deeper. Threw the ball downfield, was dragging the receiver was getting drugged down, fumbles the ball into the end zone. A couple of shots there by Kalama, and the ball gets knocked loose. The Wolverines come up with the touchdown. I don't believe what I just saw. I wish I could rewind the tape right now. That's going to go down as play of the year easily for the Wolverines. The Wolverines take the lead on the point after. Wolverines are a 12 seed going up against Kalama, who is a 5 seed. They've stolen a possession twice right here because that could have easily been a touchback and the ball for Kalama at their own 20. But the Wolverines come up with the fumble recovery off of their own fumble recovery. Just a miracle right here on the mountain in Kalama. Kalama, whichever it is. John, send it to me again. I'll try to memorize it. Anyway, just an improbable touchdown right there by the Wolverines. And that was on 4th and 12. So the moment was not too big for the Wolverines right there. Coming up with some magic. We saw some magic over there in Coupeville as the Wolverines strung together a big drive on that Wiley McCutcheon, who limped the entire second half of that game, came up with about a 60-yard run. Well, he came up with about we're going to say probably about a 45-yard pass that was fumbled inside the 5. And everybody lined up on the wrong side of the field. It's not the first game of the season. It is the last game of the season for somebody, but the officials had the Wolverines line up on the wrong side. Wolverines will kick off. 11:44 left in the second quarter. Wolverines, I'll show it to you again, 7-6 lead here on the hilltop. There's a kickoff that bounces. They take it out their own 5 across the 10 to the 20, across the 25. Wolverines with a big hit, and they're probably going to flag right there at the 30, but a big stick. Look, could you tell who that was?
Oh, sorry. Who was it? Who was it? Pierce.
Pierce Klein with the hit right there. That's who I had, but I'm guessing that it's going to be a block in the back or a hold. That's going to move the Chinook back another 10 yards. But when you see the kickoff returner go backwards, you figure it's going to be Pierce Klein or Johnny Gustafson. Excuse me, Chris Gustafson. Sorry, John Gustafson was over trimming our trees yesterday. Anyway, Gustafson with the big stick right there. Excuse me, Klein with the big stick moves the ball back to the the Chinook 14-yard line. Well, they will start 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Pass is completed to Henry Sigfridsson, another one of those 6'1", 200 receivers. And going with tempo right now. Down markers aren't even set. Wolverines call a timeout, looks like. Yep, Wolverines call a timeout. But the Chinook trying to catch the Wolverines sleeping on that tempo play right there. They're trying to line up very quickly. But that was about a 30-yard completion there from, trying to figure out who their quarterback is. Here are your cheerleaders. Oh my goodness. Quite the start to the second quarter for the Wolverines. If you're just joining us, the Chinook took a 6-0 lead, 2-point conversion failed, and the Wolverines had about a 48-yard drive. Were able to come up with an interception by almost. They were able to convert it into one of the most improbable touchdowns you'll ever see. There's the pass, and it is on the ground, plucked off of the ground. Sometimes guys just make plays. There's not a lot you could do. Found the soft spot in the coverage, plucked the ball right off the ground. and the Chinook are going with tempo right here. Ball's on the ground. A pass downfield and dropped. That is probably the fourth drop by Chinook receivers, brings up 2nd and 10. That's right after number 6, Aiden Brown, plucked one off the turf. Second and 10 at the Wolverine 43-yard line. Two receivers to the left. A handoff on an end around. Wolverines have it sniffed out. Taken down at the, they're going to mark him at the 39-yard line. Brings up 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Give him 4 on that carry. Wolverines did a good job on that. Wolverines have been able to get a couple of sacks here in the first half. A couple on a stunt, one on a fumble, and one just on Solomon Buck just coming through with a great 8-yard loss. The pitches to their big 5'11". They're just patiently waiting, trying to find a hole. He just goes with the flow. He gets the ball down to the 30-yard line. It's going to bring up 1st and 10. I give him 9 on that carry. The light little rain that we had has stopped. 1st and 10, 9:56 to go. And the pitch to the left. Wolverines trying to get him right there. Nice little, almost had him right there. Was number 21. Trying to think of who number 21. It's been 2 weeks since the Wolverines have played. It's actually been 13 days since the Wolverines have played football. Actually, 15 days. Is it? Anyway. That was Cody Anderson. Nearly had him trapped in the backfield, but an 8-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 2. Ball is at the 22-yard line, it looks like. Man in motion, 3 receivers to the left, sprint out to the right, wide open, cannot come up with the ball again. That's big Ethan Brightbill, 6'4", 200. He's the one that right down here came up with that fall away, or he was like falling away from the ball, and he came up with a great reception on 4th and 18, kept their drive alive where they were able to get that touchdown. Brings up 3rd and 2. They'll get all of their players onto the field. Showing power. Direct snap to number 2, trying to just get to the outside while McCutcheon in pursuit, dragging him out of bounds. Had the lower part of the jersey. It was going to be enough for a first down. The ball is now inside the 10-yard line. Just bring up 1st and goal from the 8, it looks like. From the 9. 8:59 to go. 2 receivers to the left. This is a formation where they've gone with a fade. Man in motion, and they're looking at that fade right there. Can't get it. Looking, throws the ball out of bounds. Wolverines live to play another down on that one. Throws the ball well out of bounds. Brings up 2nd and goal from the 9-yard line. Wolverines with a 7-6 lead over the Chinooks. 8:52 to go. There it is right there. And Wolverines did a great job of covering up on that fade. And I believe that was Klein, the younger one, Channing Klein, that was out there in coverage. I think everybody knew the fade was coming up on that sprint out. Wide left, the pass is tipped at the line. See if I can get you a little bit closer to the action. I think you'll like it better from up above. Third and goal at the 9. Receivers, 2 receivers to either side. Quarterback in the back. Looking. Oh, just a great reception right there. Catching it, that is number 2, Drew Schlangen. I'm assuming that's it. They didn't get the other 2-point conversion. They'll go for 2 right here. Wolverines with a lead for 5 minutes there in the first part of the second quarter. A lot of these kids have state championship rings for the Chinooks. They won it 2 years ago. They will go for 2 right here. No longer is number 6 at quarterback. They've swapped him out. So I'm guessing it's going to be some sort of... Oh, the Wolverines sniffed that one out. He's not going anywhere. So the Wolverines hold on that 2-point conversion. They lined up their quarterback in the slot, just took him out of the play completely. Not really sure what they're seeing that they might think that would be a good play. Tried to do a direct snap, handoff, pitch, whatever you want to call it. But regardless, the Chinooks have taken the lead 12-7. Wolverine Sports on Friday. Harper Tiny TV is presented by Brown's Home Center, the island's only full-service building supply center. Blue Water Bar and Grill, Sin One Serving, American Legion, everybody there that's watching at Blue Water Bar and Grill, thank your servers. Thank everybody else there for making this possible. Thank you, Bobby. American Legion, Mike Carlson Enterprises, Farmers Insurance, and the Tampa Agency. And I think you could probably hear who that was down in the middle of that huddle. Wolverines will take the kickoff. Wiley McCutcheon. Wiley McCutcheon had a couple of good returns. I saw him on the sideline. He is over here on the sideline with his helmet off. See what that does. I don't see a number 7 out there. End over end kick. Taken back there. Can't tell who is on the return, but a big return. Wolverines have done a great job on special teams. Return out to the 35-yard line. Could you tell who returned that?
Nope, it's all the way on the other side.
I know. Could you?
I think it's Pierce.
I think it was Pierce Klein. That's what I thought. Good little burst there at the end.
I only know Pierce, Chris, and Wiley, and Jackson.
And we'll see if Wiley is back. Looks like we do have Jackson Feliz down there with his helmet on. I believe Wiley McCutcheon is back out there.
Yeah, that's whoever the receiver was. Whoever that guy was at the end, that was the receiver.
Wolverines will start 1st and 10 at their own 35, trying to figure out who that was on that return. All these plays are going to the other side of the field. Gustafson with a nice run there, picks up about 2 yards. Looks like it was going to go for a little bit more. I'm going to zoom in a little bit more for you because everything seems to be going to the other side of the field. Makes it for a little bit shakier, but there you go. Make sure you thank all of our sponsors that have made all of these broadcasts possible, able to take a Friday off and come down here so you can stay there at work, watch it from your desks. Wiley McCutcheon at quarterback. Gustafson the ball carrier. We're going to give him maybe another yard. It's where the Wolverines have passed out of this right here. McCutcheon coming over to the sideline to get the play. We're going to make it 3rd and 8. Wolverines have done a good job in pass plays. And I'm telling you, if you're just tuning in, go back about 15 minutes ago and watch one of the craziest touchdowns you'll ever see. McCutcheon dumps it off shy of Pierce Klein, but he was under heavy pressure. Good job avoiding the sack, dumping it off at Klein's feet. Brings up 4th and 9. See what the Wolverines do right here. 6:59 to go. Wolverines trail 12-7. Wolverines will line up in the I formation. Klein at tight end in motion. And there should be targeting on this one right here. There's no flag. They're going to discuss this one. I think the officials, no. They're not gonna even talk about that one. It was a rather old school hit. Personally, I like that hit, but I'd like to see them enforce rules if they're going to enforce them. Maybe it was just a good hit. The Chinook take over at the Wolverine 37-yard line with a 12-7 lead. Back to pass, Wolverines trying to get at the quarterback. Throws the ball out of bounds, way out of bounds. And there is a whistle. Sounds like a flag. There's a preliminary indication there was a hold on where it is, line of scrimmage. Look, they were pointing against the Chinook. It would be a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. I'm going to move the ball back to the 47-yard line. First and, is that a 5 yards? So it must have been ineligible man downfield. A dump way downfield, but good job by the Wolverine defenders bracketing him. That was Wiley McCutcheon and Channing Klein bracketing number 24. That is Hayden Lawson. He's a senior receiver. It is 6:37 to go in the second quarter. 12-7. Wolverines trail. Back to pass. And a nice catch right there. Sorry you didn't get to see it, but it was a nice catch. But it not enough for a first down. It's going to bring up 3rd and about 4 yards. They're going with tempo right here. And trying to see if what the Wolverines do pre-snap. A dump right there, right across the middle, weaves his way. Dropped by Chris Gustafson. I'm going to fire my cameraman. Man in motion. Gives it right up the middle. Wolverines do a good job. Nearly have. And they're going to say that's a touchdown for the Chinook. That is his second touchdown. Schlangen. And Apparently, they don't have a kicker, so they're going to go for two every single chance they get. It is 18-7 Wolverines trail. Back to pass. Swings it wide, goes off of the receiver's hands. 0 for 3. So they have left 6 points on the field. Wolverines. Oh, you're going to hear the Wolverines fight song over there. .531 to go. 18-7 the deficit for the Wolverines. Wolverines going to make it a 2-score game with a field goal. Wolverines have had some good kickoff returns. Klein has had one that he returned to about the 35, and Wiley's had a couple, nearly broke a couple. Pierce Klein will return for the Wolverines with his one glove. There's a funny story about that. I'll tell you about that on the next play, maybe at halftime. Oh, trying to get an onside kick, but a beautiful job smothering that one. The hands team up there, number 55. Trying to see who that is. 54, he's 55. Nice job falling on that one. Jorge Salas Garcia with that recovery right there, trying to get the onside kick, trying to steal a possession, but the Wolverines recover it at their own, at the 50-yard line. Knows the ball is just across the 50, where the Wolverines will start 1st and 10. Wolverines haven't been able to get a whole lot going in the run game. It's come through the air, but there's Chris Gustafson. As I speak, he hurdles a defender, gets 9 yards on the carry, brings up 2nd and 1 yard to go. .5:10 to go in the first half. Wolverines trail 18-7. That is not 6 field goals that the hosts have done. They have 3 touchdowns with no extra points, no 2-point conversions. Wolverines in the I formation, no motion. Give is to Gustafson. Got him in the backfield for about a 2-yard loss. That will bring up 3rd and about. I'm surprised nobody's gone over to help the announcer with the pronunciation of Gustafson, since he's saying it most often for the Wolverines. It is 3rd and about 3, maybe 4. Wolverines are going to take a timeout. See what Wolverines have had 15 days to work on. See what they will put together right here. Wolverine Sports on Friday Harbor Tiny TVs presented by Brown's Home Center, the island's only full-service building supply center, by Friday Harbor Electric, Friday Harbor Dentistry, Star Excavation and Septic, Farmers Insurance and the Tammy Cotton Agency, King's Market and Deli, Mike Carlson Enterprises, MEM Enterprises, and we're going to, the cheerleaders are here. Hey, John Volk, let's see if you can go back at halftime and tell me who recovered that fumble in the end zone for the touchdown for the Wolverines. And I think it was Cody Anderson that came up with that catch. Not sure. I'd like to know who those were. Wolverines 3rd and about 3 yards to go. I formation. No motion out of Klein, and a false start by the Wolverines. Brings up 3rd and 7 or 8. So coming out of the timeout with something drawn up, maybe they'll still go with it, but not what you're wanting out of coming out of a timeout, a false start, moving you back 5 yards on 3rd down. McCutcheon nearly had him in the backfield, but he wiggles free. Some big time blocks going on downfield. Can't tell if he picked up a yard. They're going to give him a yard on the play. Brings up 4th and 4 yards. 4th and 6. 4:10 to go. 18-7 Wolverines trail. Gorgeous up here. I would have loved to see these hills earlier in the week when everything was yellow and orange. A lot of stuff has just turned orange out there. A lot of orange behind us. Gorgeous over on the islands right now. 4th and 6 Wolverines. Klein in motion. McCutcheon back to pass. Looking. Dumps it down low. McCutcheon threw that one into the ground. And he's angry with himself because Klein had a first down if he finds him. Klein comes up limping on that left knee, looks like. Wouldn't have needed all of that. Didn't have a false start, but that's the game of football. Your teammates will pick you up, or try to. 3:33 to go. A lot of the damage has been done by the passing attack. And right there, another pass that goes off the hands of the receivers. But that one was thrown behind, not a clean drop. Brings up 2nd and 10. The clock stops at 3:30. Hard to believe that play only took 3 seconds. But what we're seeing out of the Chinooks is if they have a completion downfield, they're immediately running up to the line of scrimmage. They're not doing that on an incompletion. Sprinting right. A completion for a first down. That is to Sigfridsson again. So it's been number 1, number 2, and number 3 that have done a lot of the damage here. They're big 3. Those are a senior, junior, freshman. It's a freshman with that reception right there. First and 10. Can't tell if that was a reception. I think it was out of bounds. Yep, they're going to bring it back right here. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10 at the Wolverines' 43-yard line. Aiden Brown is the quarterback, and he's a 5'10 junior. Wolverines have been able to get to him a few times, but recently they're not leaving him in the pocket. He's sprinting out wide, sprinting out right or left. A lot of his passes have been off target and a give right at the middle, but the Wolverines doing a good job. It looked like they were blitzing, but they stayed home and got the ball carrier on that handoff. That is Drew Schlangen again with the carry. He picks up about 4 yards, maybe 3 yards. They give him 4 yards on the carry. 18-7, 2:34 to go. Right here, you know it's going to be 4 down territory for the Chinooks. It's so quiet. We could hear the play call coming in from the side. Ball is thrown way downfield, but nearly picked off by nearly a pickoff by, who is that? Jackson Feliz nearly with the interception for the Wolverines. Brings up 4th and 6 or 7. It's 4-down territory. If they're going to go for it right about here, 4th and 18, you know they're going to go for it 4th and 6. See if we can hear the play call from the from the coach over there. Seeing that sprint out, and they're going to take a timeout. 2:06 to go in the first half, and we've seen the Chinook go for it pretty much every single time. I don't know that they want to punt or kick extra points. They've had an onside kick, so if the game comes down to a field goal, I trust Victor Velasquez, and not sure that I know what is going to happen over on the other side. Wolverines trail 18-7. They had a 7-6 lead on, again, back the tape up and take a look at the touchdown that the Wolverines had there in the first half. It was on 4th and about 6, I believe, and a wide open receiver downfield comes up with a reception. He's dragged down about the 5-yard line where he fumbles it into the end zone. The Chinook looked like they had a recovery. It squirted free. The Wolverines recovered their fumble. Here we are, 4th and 6. Man in motion, sprinting wide out right. And another 4th down conversion. The Wolverines trying to get down big number 1. He's their big target, 6'4", 200 pounds. 1:57 to go. They are down into the red zone at the 18-yard line. 1:50 to go. Wolverines trying to get off the field. And a fade to the end zone. And a nice reception on that fade. That's what you can do with somebody that is 6'4". They just hung that ball up there. Huge catch radius, pretty good hands. 24-7, the Wolverines now trail. Wolverines will get a minute 34 on the clock. Again, going for 2 is Kalama. They are 0 for 3. They are it is 26-7. The 2-point conversion is good. Friday Harbor, you know the words. Wolverines receive possession right here with some score of some sort. Field goal, do something to close out the half. Take it down to a 2-score game. Can they get it? It's 19. They can't really get it down to a 2-score game. 15. Yeah, they can get down to a 2-score game. What am I saying? Trying to hold a camera, announce. It's almost as difficult as walking and chewing gum. 1:29 to go in the first half. The Wolverines did a good job. Number 55 had recovered the onside kick last time, just falling right onto the ball right at midfield. I believe that the Chinook will try to kick the ball deep here, make the Wolverines run the length of the field. But the Wolverines have had 3 really good returns. 2 by Wiley McCutcheon, 1 by Pierce Klein. They've been good 25-yard returns. And there's another kick that is brought down by the Wolverines. So they're going to mark him, should be at the 45 where it looked like he caught it. See if they mark it where he caught it or where they took him down. John Volk, where'd they find these refs? Because they marked the ball where he caught it, which is where they're supposed to do it. Not used to seeing that. Anyway, good game by the refs right here. Wolverines with a 26-7 deficit. Ball's at their own 45-yard line. Wolverines in the I formation. Klein split to the left. Can't tell who the receiver is far left. Klein in motion. The give is, a pitch is to Chris Gustafson across the 50, trying to keep his legs going. He gets 6 yards on the carry down into, I thought I saw a flag. It's just they have that circle in the middle of the field. Sometimes they have little dashes on there. Looked like there was a flag. There's no flag, but the Wolverines with a 6-yard pickup by Gustafson. 1:01 to go here in the first half. I believe the Wolverines have burned 2 timeouts, so they're going to try to save one. Klein in motion. Gustafson back there in pass protection. Ball is thrown over the head of the receivers, but it stops the clock. Brings up 3rd and about 4 yards. (26-7) 44.2 seconds in the first half. 3rd and 4 yards to go. If the Wolverines can find some soft spot. McCutcheon in motion. That's the soft spot I was talking about right there. I was just going to say, they've been bracketing them deep, and if there's a soft spot in the middle of the field, can get a first down out of it, and that's just what they did right there. 33 seconds. Wolverines, they don't stop the clock. When they move the chains, the clock should have stopped. 24 seconds. McCutcheon with a sprint out to his left, trying to get downfield. Blockers in front of him. He goes out of bounds, maybe 3 yards on the pickup. Kind of hard to tell. Nothing big, but he stops the clock with 18.8 seconds. Talked about Victor Velasquez's leg. From here, it would be a 60-yarder, 59-yard field goal. So obviously, they're going to try to get some more chunk right here, try to see if they can get a field goal here or a touchdown. Got to get out of bounds. And there is and an incompletion, nearly an interception. 14 seconds left in the first half. I could not tell you how many dropped balls there have been by the players in orange and black. And there's a final timeout taken by the Wolverines, I think. 3rd and 9. I think they're going to try to run a stick route right here. Try to get it first down and out of bounds. They can get a first down or get 15 yards. Being Velasquez's range. Ball is at the Kalama 42-yard line. So it would be 59 yards from here. I heard that he's good from 43 or so. And hello to my good friend, Sean. Thanks for tuning in. 3rd and 9, Wolverines. I think they may have used their final timeout. No, shows timeouts left 1. I disagree with that, but maybe they do have one more. Wolverines, McCutcheon back, has a man open. They cannot come up with it. And there's 7.6 seconds. Clock stops. McCutcheon hobbling again. Maybe he's going to rope-a-dope them like he did Coopville and come up with another 60-yard run. If he does that, be in the end zone. But he did that against Coopville when he was limping almost the entire second half of the game on the line. He comes up with a 60-yard run. Gustafson did the rest of the work to punch the ball into the end zone. The Wolverines 4th and 9 here in the first round of the state playoffs. Pass is out there to Klein. Cannot get the first down. He is taken down right there, shy of the first down. But it's good to have Pierce Klein back. And he had a shoulder injury that he missed most of the game against Coopville. Took some time off, and you see him out there with just one glove. When he was injured, he went into the tent behind the stands, and while he was in there getting treated, then he went to the hospital. He left one of his gloves in there. And his mom said that he was more upset about the missing glove that I gave him. It was from a former Husky player that gave them to me. And so these are really cool Adidas gloves. You can't really see him right from where we are, but you can see him right there where he's wiping his face, but he has a glove on his right hand, no glove on his left hand. So I'm gonna try to find him a left-handed glove to kind of get him through the winter. Wolverines trail 26-7. Got about 15 minutes. I'm going to take a little bit of time to charge the battery. Don't want to have happen what happened last week. Don't know, or 2 weeks ago. Don't know why. Still have yet to figure out why. We had it hooked up to a charger and it was just draining the battery. So we're gonna make sure that doesn't happen if the Wolverines, as they try to mount their comeback. You can see the hills with all the leaves back behind there. And we have viewers in the Netherlands. And let's see if we are charging now. So, and I hope everybody was able to end up watching the end of the game that John Volk had on his feed. But that was and if anybody has anybody at the boys soccer game, if you could let me know a score of that. If you have my number to text, if you could let me know, I'd love to be able to talk about the boys soccer. They are trying to defend their state title. You're not taking pictures for the school paper or anything?
I'm a photographer
For who? For the school. And what is your name?
Allie.
Allie, where can we find the pictures?
I have an Instagram page, but I can send them to you.
Oh, I was just going to let people know where they can see the game pictures.
Oh, I'll purple and gold on the Instagram or the Facebook page.
Okay.
If people want to see them.
And what is your name again?
Allie.
Allie.
Sandler.
Allie Sandler. Okay. Make sure you check out the Purple and Gold booster page. Allie Sandwith will have all of the game pictures on there. And the lights are starting to come on. The game started at 2. I don't know how many of us were on that red eye ferry coming over here. The way the weather was shaping up yesterday, I was concerned that we might be up here on this plateau in a monsoon, but I had a little bit of a sprinkle early on, but not much since that time. And the reason that the game starts so early in the day is because I believe the team stayed. Did the team stay over here last night?
Yes, they did.
The team stayed over here on this side of the San Juans, and so in order for the players, fans, and parents, and to make the game, had to start the game, because if you started at 7, they're spending the night here. Either way, just nice to have a 2 o'clock start so that I can run up and catch another high school game somewhere or do some more riding anyway. 2 p.m. start is rather rare, but brand new for the 2021 state champions. This looks like a brand new field turf, but it is a brand new track. I don't know that anybody has really done any events on this track, because you can see some of the orange shavings on the ground. So it's a great facility they have right here. The stands over there date back probably to the 50s, post World War II era. They call it Chinook Stadium, but World Sports on Friday Harbor Tiny TV is presented by Brown's Home Center, the island's only full-service building supply center, InterislandWater.com, MEM Enterprises, Blue Water Bar and Grill, San Juan Surveying, Mike Carlson Enterprises, Farmers Insurance and the Tammy Cotton Agency, King's Market and Deli, Island Petroleum Services, Haley's Bar and Grill, Friday Harbor Electric, Friday Harbor Dentistry. Make sure you drop by and thank all of those sponsors for making today's stream possible. Cheerleaders down there. I love high school announcements. Very different than the ones at a college football game. Huskies, the 5th-ranked 9-0 Washington Huskies play tomorrow at 12:30. So, got a lot of Husky fans that watch this that are watching on Real Dog. I want you there. I want you loud. It needs to be very loud tomorrow. Pretty good crowd over here for a Friday afternoon on Veterans Day. If you are a veteran like myself, thank you for your service. They had a great big flag that the cheerleaders brought out here. Actually, maybe one of the players right across the field, but pretty good sized flag. Nice to see the town here all decorated for Veterans Day, flags all around. So I know there are a lot of veterans out there, so thank you for your service. I'm going to put the phone down and you can enjoy the band. Got about 10 minutes left before the start of the second half. Okay, I want somebody to explain to me why this song from the 70s is so popular with bands these days. It is 25 or 6 to 4 by Chicago. Chicago was one of those big 70s and 80s bands that had almost a full orchestra, but pretty big assortment of band members, trumpet players. But I guess maybe that's why this song has made a huge comeback here. Sean, you have to resend that message. All I see is exclamation marks. Isn't technology, I gotta say, it's pretty amazing because I'm able to stream the game here and send and receive text with somebody back in the Netherlands, and to think of the world that pre all of this is just remarkable. A little bit too far south for the, let's see. Yeah, that's what I figured, but I didn't know if it was just a rebound of the song, if it was popular in other spaces that I'm not a part of. Don't know if there's a TikTok thing going around where everybody's doing their own 25 or 6 to 4 song. Anyway, okay, it has a little bit of peace and quiet, so enjoy the silence before we get going. Were you at the game, or were you watching it when the feed cut out?
No.
We're sitting there and just, I mean, we're watching my battery. It stayed at 1% like forever. But we're watching it, and we're like, another timeout, really? And then, it's just, that was a great ending, though.
Yeah.
You remember what the final score was?
I don't. This is my first game.
Okay. Are you a Husky fan?
Yeah.
You going tomorrow?
No, not really.
Why not? You're on this side. Do you read much Husky stuff online?
I don't.
Okay. I have a Husky website, Real Dog.
Okay.
So here come the Chinook. I don't know who is on their little signs, but showing their Wolverine support. Kalama is out, or is that Kalama? Kalama, here come the Wolverines. Against the Chinook, it will be the Wolverines who are swimming upstream here in the second half, trailing 26 to 7. They will kick off to start the third quarter. I guess they're going to put a couple minutes. There's Chris Gustafson out there. Getting everybody around trying to rally the troops. There we go. Well, Orcas boys soccer won their game. If somebody can get me a score of the Friday Harbor game. Anybody have anybody at the soccer game?
I do. My daughter's there, but she's not responding.
Well, she has caller ID.
I texted her.
I'm trying to get a soccer score. Orcas is through to the next round. Have you tried calling?
I didn't try going. I'm doing that right now.
We're trying to get you a score, or if anybody knows the score of the soccer game. The Orcas started at 1 o'clock. Friday Harbor started at the same time this started.
2-3, we're down.
Wolverines are down 3-2. Do you know where?
They're in Anacortes.
Yeah. How much time left?
She didn't say.
Okay.
She said, I gotta go.
Well, at least we got that. Wolverines trail 3-2. I'm assuming the second half. We're about 87 minutes, so there has to be under 10 minutes of the Wolverines. And here we go. We got a number 63 on her little thing. Wolverines will kick off. Good job on the Wolverines special teams. I hope I'm not jinxing them. I'm trying to find some wood to knock on, but have a couple of really nice returns. The Chinooks have tried to do some onside kicks. Wolverines have recovered both of them. But Wiley McCutcheon has had a couple of pretty good kickoff returns. Wolverines have done a real good job on kick coverage. Pierce Klein with a big stick on a return dropped the guy in his tracks, and then it was there was a penalty, so the Chinooks had to start their own drive at their own 12, I believe. Wolverines were able to get off the field. Wolverines scored their only touchdown on something that I'm sure it was not drawn up this way. It was a pass from Wiley McCutcheon. I think it was Cody Anderson who came up with the reception around the 25-yard line. He gets down inside the 5 where he's wrestled down, fumbles the ball into the end zone. Kalama has a couple of shots at recovering the fumble, and the Wolverines end up recovering the fumble in the end zone. And I don't know that you can fumble the ball forward and recover it in the end zone for a touchdown, but we'll take it. Somebody let me know if that is a rule or not. Trying to check my battery life. There we go. We are at 60%. So I'm gonna go back onto the tripod. Kicking off is Victor Velasquez for the Wolverines. And it's a wobbly onside kick, end over end, that the Chinooks recover. We are 90 minutes into this. So boys soccer has to be coming to the end. And for one of the teams here, basketball season starts at about 5 o'clock tonight. Or wrestling. And there's big 6'2", 200 number 1 with another completion of 25 yards on that pickup right there. 26-7 Wolverines trail. Start of the third quarter. The ball is taken down to the 39-yard line. Pierce Klein's been all over the place today.
Come on, Freddie Herbert! Go!
Back to pass, back. Another completion, tries to juke a couple of defenders, but there is Chris Gustafson and Pierce Klein again, I believe, to knock him out of bounds. They're going to give him 9 yards on that completion. And I think what they said in the locker room that they're going to pass their way through the end of this game. Clock stops 11:11. Wolverines actually had a 7-6 lead. There's a pitch. Just as I say, they're going to run it. They pitch the ball wide. There's a Wolverine slow to get up, but he does not get up. Can't tell who that was. And this is how we burn up my battery. Can't tell who it is. Up there, movement, so don't know if it's just wind knocked out. Knees up, everything's fine. Just got his, back in the day we called it getting your bell rung. He'll come off for a play. Is that Victor? I think that's Victor Velasquez. In on the tackle. He'll come off. Clock starts to move again. Statue of Liberty play right there. Goes to number 2, almost to the end zone. They're going to mark him down. Oh, but the ball goes out. That should be Wolverine ball at the 20. Oh, they're going to... Maybe he broke the plane. It looked like he was shy, and he got dropped about the 1-yard line and fumbled the ball. Don't know if the ground caused the fumble, but they're going to give him the touchdown anyway. I guess that ref that is about 90 yards closer to the ball than me saw it better than me. Not really sure, but maybe he did. 32-7. Here comes a 2-point conversion attempt. They are 1 for 4 on those. They've tried some gadget plays. Maybe this is where they work on their gadgets for the next game. A fake pitch, pass to the end zone, a one-handed catch. Nope, no good. 32-7, Wolverines will get the ball for the first time here to start the second half. And I'm getting messages from a few people that agreed that looked like he was down. The ball goes into the end zone, so it should have been a touchback for the Wolverines. That's what a couple of people are telling me, I'm looking at this on my very small screen. People are looking at it on their TVs are telling me that I was right. So maybe my 60-year-old eyes from 90 yards away are more accurate than the ref, after all. Wolverines will receive their 5th kickoff of the day. They're going to put Pierce Klein back there to return. Wiley McCutcheon has not been returning. He's over here hobbling a little bit on the Wolverine sideline, but he's one tough you-know-what. And he will, like he did 2 weeks ago in Coopville, he will answer the bell here in the second half. The kickoff end-over-end kick that is taken by, I believe, Cody Anderson across the 25 to the 27, where he is stopped right there. And the thing that has been very noticeable in this game, there's considerably less cheap shots from the opponents. I think everybody will agree that that was a big issue in a few games this year where the Wolverines sustained a few injuries. And this is what a state champion looks like and plays like on the other side of the ball. They hit you cleanly, they get up, and they line up again. There hasn't been a lot of talk. It's not a big rivalry, but there's also not a lot of cheap shots. And I like the way this game has been officiated. I like the way both teams have played. There's Chris Gustafson across the 30 to the 33-yard line. They'll give him about 5 or 6 yards on that play. Nobody has corrected him that is not Gustafson. They give him 5 on the carry. Brings up 2nd and 5, under 10 minutes to go in the third quarter. Wolverines with their first possession of the second half, trailing 32-7. Hello to everybody. And there's a flag. They're going to say offsides on that. See if it's going to be enough for a first down. This will tell us if he got 5 yards or a long 4 yards on that play, on that first down carry. Then they're going to give him a first down, so that will bring up 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line of the Wolverines. 9:51 to go, clock restarts. 1st and 10. Wolverines line has done a pretty good job against a bunch of guys that are in the 270, 280 range. They even have a guy who's almost 300 pounds. Chris Gustafson around the other end. Can't get to the corner to get his shoulders pointed downfield, but he does get almost to the 40, a 2-yard pickup on that play. Gustafson has to be getting close to about 80 yards on my very unofficial count. He's had a couple of pretty good runs, but they bottled him up for a pretty good portion of the game. There's Wiley McCutcheon, horse collar tackle. They don't call it. I mean, literally had him by the back of the jersey. I was just saying that the refs have called a pretty good game. That's Jackson Feliz that is getting the play. But, I mean, when you grab by the back of the jersey right there, I don't know if you have to actually have the collar of the jersey, but about a 7-yard loss on that play. Brings up 3rd and 15. Ball is about a 4-yard pickup. Brings up 4th and about 11 yards to go. 7:40 to go in the third quarter. 32-7 Wolverines trail. Oh, the Wolverines will punt. That's a good punt. Ball drops at the 30, goes out at about the 28-yard line. They're gonna put the ball at the 20, out at the 25. So it got more than it looked like from up here. The Chinooks took the ball all the way to score on their first possession. Wolverines have limited the possessions in the game. Still trail by 4 touchdowns. Back to pass. And that was Channing Klein in coverage right there against their guy number 13. See how there's a pretty big 6'1", 170, and Klein is a freshman that is 5'6", so giving up several inches, and here he is again. Turning, this is a man-making game right here for Channing. You can see him down in the near side. Snap gets away, trying to go inside on Channing again. Pushed out of bounds, across the field over there. And they weren't going to go deep. That was just a simple cross, and picks up about 60 yards on the play. Takes the ball down to the Wolverines. Oh, they're going to say the 30. I thought they were at the 20. Okay, so about a 50-yard pickup right there. But going inside, drove Klein deep and then cut it inside. The previous play set up that inside leverage route. The pitch, the handoff. Wolverines have him in the backfield for about maybe a 6-inch loss on the play. Brings up second and 10 yards to go, 6:35 to go here in the third quarter. Second round of the state playoffs. The Wolverines had a bye because of that miraculous comeback against Coopville 2 weeks ago, in Coopville no less. Wolverines have been on the road their last 2 games. Shuffling, flushed. Wide open is number 1 again. And he's trying to get free. Wolverines having trouble finding him. Finally dropped by Pierce Klein. Tracks him down at about the 8-yard line. We'll see if we can get a boys soccer game. Do you have an update? They got to be in stoppage time or it's over. The state runner-up last year is through to the next round. That is Orcas. See if the Wolverines have been able to come back. Handoff. Hard running, but knocked out of bounds shy of the goal. Ball is at the 1-yard line. Second and goal. You can see the clock right back there. 32-7. 5:22 to go in the third quarter. Wolverines got to the quarterback quite a bit there in the first quarter, and since that time, the Wolverines bury the ball carrier. Looked like that was Victor Velasquez that is back on the field and letting him know it. Nice stop right there. But as I was saying, number 6, their quarterback, has been doing a lot of early. He was sitting in the pocket. The Wolverines got to him 3 times, so he's been doing a lot of sprint outs mainly to his right, but he's done a few to his left. And the Wolverines, when you're asking your defensive backs to hold on for 7 or 8 seconds, it's really hard to do that down here. Again, we have Channing Klein in the corner. And there's Wolverines got him again in the backfield. The interior of the Wolverines defense has been really good all day. That's why they've stayed away. And when it's been a passing formation, it's 4th and goal they're going to put the ball about the 7-yard line, it looks like. And my favorite play of the season was Victor Velasquez when a guy was just looked like he was wide open for a touchdown. His closing speed was pretty impressive. He has a big leg, and I'm trying to see if there's some way to get the Washington Huskies to take a notice of him. He does. He has a lot of big hits, and 4th and goal from, it looks like, the 7-yard line. Wolverines were 2nd and goal from the 2. 2 big stops right there in a row forces the Chinook to take a timeout. Wolverine Sports on Friday Harbor Tiny TV is presented by Brown's Home Center, the island's only full-service building supply center, by InterislandWater.com, MEM Enterprises, Star Excavation and Septic, Friday Harbor Dentistry, Blue Water Bar and Grill. Make sure you drop by and thank all of our sponsors. Also, Haley's Bar and Grill, where I know a lot of you are watching the game. (32-7). You wonder what sort of gadget the Chinook will pull out right here. Wolverines, we're looking for a signal. No good. Wolverines get the turnover on downs. Wolverines will take over at the 6-inch yard line. That was for you, John Volk. The Wolverines have 99.8 yards to go for a touchdown. They're making some sort of announcement. Still don't have a boys soccer score. Wolverines break the huddle after holding on. That was a pretty impressive sequence right there. The Chinooks had the ball at the Wolverine 1, 2nd and goal at the 1, back-to-back negative plays, and then on that trick play, Wolverines were able to drop the ball carrier who had lined up as the quarterback. A direct snap. Wolverines with the ball, trying to get out of their own end zone. They don't get much of anything. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. This is The quarterback now is the freshman Jackson Feliz. Lila McCutcheon is on the field. I don't see him on. Oh, wait, here he is right over here. He's been limping for a while. Feliz in there for the Wolverines, the freshman. Did a good job passing early on in the season before he was injured. We're going to give him about 2 yards. And that is Channing Klein with the play coming from the sideline. Wolverines run up to the line of scrimmage in the I formation. Feliz under center. McCutcheon is over here getting his right wrist treated and might have a first down out of it. Chris Gustafson with a big carry. A very big first down right there. Wolverines trying to come up with some magic before basketball season starts. Trailing 32-7. McCutcheon down here getting his right arm worked on. Wolverines now have the ball out at about the 12-yard line where they have 1st and 10. Feliz under center in the I formation. No motion out of Klein. Pitches to Gustafson. Wide left. He cuts it inside out to the 20. Maybe they're going to mark him right at the 20. So about an 8-yard pickup right there. Brings up 2nd and 10. They're going to give him 7 on the play. Wolverines' inside run game has been effective, but they're outweighed, and there's a Pierce Klein with the carry. Gets another 2 yards. That'll bring a 3rd. Oh, they're going to give him enough for a first down. They're going to give him 3 on the carry. Brings up 1st and 10. Wolverines are outweighed on the line, especially if you can see that big number 58 and the 68 in the middle of that interior. He is 6'5", 295 pounds. Feliz on the carry, gets to the outside, bounces it across the 30 out to the, can't get any further. Looks like they're going to give him about 7 on the carry. Brings up 2nd and about 3, but telling the down marker not to move. I don't know if there's a penalty on the play. Are you going to call a chop block? It's a 10-yard penalty, so it wasn't a chop block. Not sure what the penalty was. A rare penalty here in the game, though, by both squads. Under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. 1st and about 18, it looks like. Feliz has a man wide open. Right there, that is Cody Anderson. Gets the ball out to the 35-yard line on 1st and about 16. He gets 21 yards wide open. And there's a player down for Kalama. I'll just say both of them. And that's that soft spot we're talking about early on, where the Wolverines, if they can exploit that, because they're bracketing the receivers wide, And there's a lot of soft spot in the middle. If they can find somebody that can leak underneath there, do their Jalen McMillan, Giles Jackson underneath, moving the chains. And 33 seconds, the clock will start when he gets off the field. "33 seconds. Clock will surprise. There we go. Now they start the clock. Probably the last play of the third quarter. Chris Gustafson with the carry, pushes it outside across the 40. There's a flag down in the backfield. This will likely be coming back. Flag is at the 45-yard line. Pretty good carry by Gustafson. But we're able to see kind of how that came about. A couple of flags on this drive for the Wolverines. Last one they were able to, it was first and about 18. Came up with the Cody Anderson with a 21-yard pickup. Ball is moved back to the 25-yard line, so that's first and 20 on that hold. And that was probably the last play. Maybe they can squeeze one more in before the clock. There's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's the end of, they did not get it off. That's the end of the third quarter. Wolverines, second round of the state playoffs, trail 32-7. In 12 minutes, somebody's basketball season starts. Wolverine Sports on Friday Harbor Tiny TV is presented by Brown's Home Center, the island's only full-service building supply center, InterislandWater.com, MEM Enterprises, Star Excavation and Septic, Friday Harbor Dentistry, Friday Harbor Electric, Blue Water Bar and Grill, San Juan Surveying, American Legion, Mike Carlson Enterprises, Farmers Insurance and the Tampa Cotton Agency, King's Market and Deli, Island Petroleum Services, and Haley's Bar and Grill. And thanks to all of those, this will be the last game that we're able to stream if the Wolverines do come back from the 32-7 deficit. But the rest of the games in the playoffs, the cost about $500 to pick those up. So this will be the last one that we're able to do. Wolverines first and 20 at their own 25. Have to get out to the 45 for a first down. And a nice pickup of 6 yards. Brings up a big game tomorrow for the Huskies. Wolverines, the Huskies look to move to 10-0 tomorrow. Here, the Wolverines, 11:30 to go in the fourth quarter. Good night to my friend Sean out there watching in the Netherlands. Klein in motion, give is to Gustafson. Tries to get to the outside, cuts it back up in the middle, out to the 39-yard line. Brings up third and about 10 yards to go. So Wolverines picking up back-to-back chunks of 5 yards. 2 more of that, you have a first down. And try to see if I see 22 out there. Pitch it. Nope. Oh, there's wide open. Going, but there. Pierce Klein across the 35 to the 30 to the 25 to the 20. It takes a host of. Not sure why this. Oh, he's saying, okay, there we go. Yeah, that was a big pickup there by Pierce Klein. Wolverines easily got that first down. The ball is now down at the 20-yard line. Klein was wide open. And that is the one guy in basketball season last year, everybody was asking, how is Pierce Klein? Because he's the one guy that strikes fear into them in anything that he does. And there's Chris Gustafson up the middle. He's taken down after about a 9-yard play. And the Wolverine offense has just woken back up. And they're going to give him 8 yards on that pickup, 9:42 to go in the fourth quarter. 32-7 Wolverines trail, but on a pretty good drive right here. Wolverines in the I formation, Klein in motion. Feliz under center, but there's Klein up the middle, trying to bounce it to the outside, cuts it back inside and into the end zone for a touchdown, Wolverines. What a drive right there by the Wolverines. We've seen them do that before. When their backs are up against the wall, there's nothing more dangerous than a Wolverine. Pierce Klein doing most of the heavy lifting for the Wolverines on that drive. He had that big 50-yard completion, and then Gustafson with a 7-yard, 8-yard carry. Then Pierce Klein goes in and punches it in from 13 yards out. Velasquez with the extra point, up and good. And that's your two-headed monster. When Wiley McCutcheon is healthy, it's a good three-headed monster. Only Gustafson is a senior of those three. So McCutcheon is down here, was not involved on that drive. But the Wolverines, under the guidance of the freshman, Jackson Feliz. But he did a lot of just handing it off, except for that big pass play to Pierce Klein, who caught the ball right about the 37, 38-yard line, weeded his way down about the 20-yard line, and it took a good, as we've seen several times this year, it took 3 or 4 guys literally jumping on his back. We saw that, I believe, against, not LeCon, I'm trying to remember who it was early in the season, literally had 3 guys on his back as he just carried them another 8 to 10 yards. Does it right there on that pass reception and into the end zone on that 13-yard touchdown, 32-14. And if we know anything about the Wolverines, here comes an onside kick. And I tell you what, over here you see number 34 in these colors, and I see Walter Payton. I don't know about anybody else. This guy right here, I see 34 in these colors, and I just think Walter Payton. Anyway, Wolverines will kick off. Coming up, I'm guessing it's an onside kick. That's a deep kick. Wolverines are going to look to their defense, taking it at the 12-yard line, bringing it out to the 20. Wolverines bury him. Nice open field tackles there by Victor Velasquez and number 55, who had recovered the onside kick earlier for the Wolverines. Number 55, again, you have to excuse me, but that is Jorge Salsa Garcia. And a re-energized Wolverines sideline after that touchdown, 32-14. The Wolverines trail. Come up with the stop right here. Salas Garcia back on for the Wolverines. Oh, picks up that wide. And Wolverines come up with an interception. And number 14, that Auden Gardner with the interception. The Wolverines are winning the turnover battle. And Chris Gustafson is a big leader on this Wolverine team, and they're trying to not let his career end. They're going to fight till the bitter end. And that was a last-minute substitution going in there for Garner. Wolverines in the I formation. Ball's at the Kalama 32-yard line. Give it to Gusson. Tries to bounce it to the outside. Stiff arm. Spikes the would-be tackler. Gets the ball down inside the 42, the 39-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. A lot of hand fighting there by Gustafson, showing that power. Here comes Feliz with the play from the sideline. If you watch what's going on the handoff, he runs over to get ready for the next play. Regardless of what's going on, the coaches are there with the play call. Wolverines come up second, and maybe they're going to give him 4 on that play right there. Maybe 3. Hard to tell. 8:22 in the fourth quarter. Pierce Klein in motion. He had the 2 big plays on that last drive. Feliz looking downfield, wide open, and the ball is intercepted into the end zone. And that is the guy that you want. But I don't know how there's not any sort of pass interference on that. The defender did not even look back at the ball. That should be a first down for the Wolverines because Pierce Klein was trying to come back to the ball. The defender did not even look back to try to identify where the ball was, and they will take over all at their own 20-yard line. But a couple of calls that I've disagreed with, and they're having words with the official, and I hope they're not getting called on a penalty. But you can see the Wolverines were talking about that with the officials. They're going to call him. We're going to see what happens. Because they're calling Brock onto the field. He's going to go out there and talk about this because the defender should have turned. I've never seen something like this where they've called the coach onto the field. I don't know if it was words that were exchanged, they're going to talk sportsmanship, or if they're going to go back and, if they want me to take my camera down there, I'll let them review the tape and they'll see the defender did not turn back around to identify the ball. Pierce Klein tried to come over top of the defender. I don't know if they're talking sportsmanship out there, but you can see one of the Wolverine players actually talking. I didn't see who it was, but they're talking to the refs. The refs then said, let's call timeout. They called Brock Hauk and the Chinooks coach out there, and they've been out there for about a minute trying to figure out what's going on right here. I think they're going to try to make sure none of these parents can make that late ferry. Oh, Chris, that's an 11:30 ferry, I think, so they should be able to make that. That's why they did it on a Friday night, because of that extra ferry. Starting the game at 2 o'clock. Really have no idea what this discussion was about. My guess, calling both coaches out, would be for sportsmanship. Maybe it was somebody that was not a captain talking to them. Oh, now the cheerleaders are making a cheer, so I can't hear anything that's going on. Try to see if we can get a little bit of clarification. Any idea? Okay, so it was sportsmanship because they wouldn't overturn a call in the end zone. So they calling out both coaches, it was about sportsmanship. 8:05 to go in the game. A pitch wide left. A 6-yard pickup on first down brings up 2nd and 4. 7:51 to go, 32-14. So the clarification on that was that you could see one of the players talking to the official, and I think it was Klein saying that, the guy it should have been pass interference. And the amount of messages that I'm getting, people agree that it should have been defensive pass interference. A pitch wide left. And they're going to throw a flag. I think it's going to be a hold or something for right there. A little bit far downfield for a hold, but on the edge right there, you'd think it might be one of their they move it to the spot. So the way they move that flag, it is a spot foul, which tells me it's a hold. They'll move the flag to where the foul occurred. So that's going to move the ball back to about the 20-yard line. Ball at the 22-yard line. That tells me that it's a hold, although I didn't see. White hat signals to restart the clock. 7, but they haven't yet. He keeps winding his arm trying to tell them to, there they get the clock going. 7:19 to go in the fourth quarter. Hey, Sean, why don't you try going to bed again, see if we can get this game riled up again. Another incomplete pass. When the quarterback has sat in the pocket, the Wolverines have gotten to him. When he passes, it's like he's 40% completion percentage on those sprint outs to his left. When he goes to his right, he's probably shooting about 60%. But when you're on the near hash or on the right hash, you're going to try to sprint him out the other side. Well, I tell you what, I just got a message from my friend Sean over in the Netherlands, and it's one thing that we talk about every single year, regardless of the situation. The Wolverines are going to punch the entire game, and we're seeing that, and that's a culture that Brock has built here in Friday Harbor and impressing a lot of people. They're going to make sure that Kalama is going to remember playing the Wolverines. Trying to run the clock down. Oh, I didn't realize it was fourth down. The punt is wobbly. It goes to the 50, down to the 45, to the 43. Ball is going to be marked at the 44-yard line. Wolverines will start. So the Wolverines are able to hold on that one, try to string together maybe a few more Pierce Klein plays right here. Maybe number 12 down there, Channing Klein. He's had a couple of big plays, the freshman. And for some boys on the boys soccer lost 3-2, so the state champions go out in the first round. The state runner-up last year advances to the second round. Orcas will play. Basketball season's going to start for them here pretty soon. 1st and 10 Wolverines at their own 44-yard line. Feliz under center, pitch, fake pitch. underthrown pass, but I just don't know how some of these plays aren't called for pass interference. He's trying to come back to the ball, and the defender has his hands on him, and where I come from, that's pass interference. But as long as they're calling it the same for both teams, I guess you got to learn to adjust. 2nd and 10, 5:51 to go in the game. I formation. Feliz has Pierce Klein in motion. The up back is, there goes Chris Gustafson trying to get a little more yards. He picks up 1 on that play. Brings up 3rd. And they're going to give him a lot more than that. They're going to put the ball across the 40-yard line to the 41. So they're going to give him 2 yards on the play. High formation again. No motion out of Klein. Oh, there he goes in motion. Feliz buried in the backfield. They're going to mark his forward progress stopped at the 40. So that looked like maybe a corner crash on that. It's going to bring up a punt by Victor Velasquez. 4th and about 14. A busted play, and the Wolverines come up. I do not think that was called. I do not think that was called. I had to gather my senses on that one right there. Looked like the punt was about to be blocked. Velasquez sprinted to his left, motioned for a defender to find that spot. I'm trying to get the camera lined up, trying to identify the players. I didn't see. If somebody could tell me who it was that caught that first down. Wolverines now to the 45-yard line. I formation. Chris Gustafson with the carry. Tries to get to the outside. Tries hurdling a defender. They may throw a flag on him for that, leaving his feet. I think we've seen him hurdle guys, but I don't think you can actually leap. Where the flag is really hard to tell. They kind of threw it where he was. So we'll see what they say about that. Might be a hold. They're in discussions, which tells me it's more than just a hold, but we'll see. Spotted the foul where they're motioning to it. Personal foul. Yeah, they're going to call him on that leap. And they're kind of back where they were punting from. So now they have to get to the 35 from their own 40. They have to get to there's 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game. Klein in motion. Feliz is back to pass, sprints wide left, has some running room across the 50 to the 45, mowing guys over down to the 42-yard line. They're going to mark him out to the 43. Feliz lowers his shoulder. That's a freshman out there, by the way. Get used to hearing me announce Jackson Feliz. And he's throwing shoulders out there like he's Chris Gustafson. Dropping guys. Brings the big pickup, 13 yards, 12 yards on the play, brings up 2nd and 8. There's a fake pitch. There's Feliz. He's back to pass, a wobbly. That one got away from him. This is going to be returned, and a nice open field tackle by the Wolverines right there. I think that's, you could see that ball just got away from him. He's but maybe there was something about his shoulder, because we saw him put that into a couple of guys, and then the next play, the ball looked like it got away from him, like he just didn't have anything on it. See how he's doing. Wolverines are back out there on defense. 2:40 to go in the game. Don't need to go for the kill shot. But that's what they're trying to do. 2:35 to go. The clock stops. 32-14 Wolverines. Basketball season starts in about 2 minutes and 35 seconds. We're not going to do a whole lot of a post-game show because I'm sure they're going to want to get on the road. Long ride home tonight. These parents, they've already packed up everything but their blankets. They have their chairs. They're ready to go. 2nd and 10, 2:35 to go, 32-14. And the voice you hear down here, pass, it was a run. But I tell you what, the fight out of the Wolverines tonight, we're going to about a 4-yard loss on that play. 2:07 to go. Wolverines will return a lot of these players, and a lot of them you'll be seeing either basketball, wrestling, in the band. Wolverines sniffing that play out. He's going to have to dump it off, and it's completed. And that's one of those plays that is just so much to ask of your defensive backs, to hold on to the receivers, not physically hold on, but just maintain with them. For that play took probably 8-9 seconds. That's a lot to ask of your defensive backs. Good job by everybody, but sometimes, you know, the way things work out is just in the favor of the offense. 1:20 to go in the game. They're going to let the clock run all the way down. The judge over here, that's that first down. It signals the end of the game. They're in victory formation. Quarterback kneels. Game didn't end how they wanted it, but they fought the entire way. And that will do it. That's the final score. 32-14, the Wolverines fall second round of the state playoffs. They finish the season, I believe, 5-3 or 6-3. Correct me if I'm wrong. But 4-0 in league.
Yes, tomorrow, 12:30, be here for your Kalama Summit to the quarterfinals for the student soccer. The Open Rockets.
That will do it for us. We'll try to
Student section, clean up your garbage.
make sure you thank all of our sponsors. I said them enough. You should have them memorized. But Wolverine Sports on Friday Harbor, Tiny TVs presented by Brown's Home Center, the island's only full-service building supply center by InterislandWater.com, MEM Enterprises, Star Excavation and Septic, Friday Harbor Dentistry, Friday Harbor Electric, Haley's Bar and Grill, Blue Water Bar and Grill, San Juan Surveying, American Legion, Mike Carlson Enterprises, Farmers Insurance and the Tamakatan Agency, King's Market and Deli, Island Petroleum Services. Keep checking out Purple and Gold Booster Club page, and we will update you on what games we're able to cover for the basketball season. Looking forward to season number 2 on Brandon Peterson. And for those of you that are semi-old timers, Colton Cartmill is going to be out there coaching JV. So a lot of fun going on. Girls basketball starts, I believe, with a home game, but we'll let you know all of those things coming up shortly. Keep track on Purple and Gold Booster Club final score here from Kalama, 32-14. Wolverines season is over. We'll see you soon.